Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look with the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So if you want to learn how to do this look on your own, just keep watching. So first I'm going to be starting off with priming my lids with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is such an important step in getting your eyeshadow to come out right, because as you can see, I'm just like covering all of the redness and all of the veins that I have on my eyelids. Then you can just take any brush and blend that all out. Next, you could take any loose setting powder. I'm using my RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just setting that concealer on my eyelids. Now we're ready to start the eyeshadow. So first, I'm going to be dipping into Eden, which is like the perfect transition shade. And I'm using my MAC 224, right? Yeah, I'm using my MAC 224 blending brush and just buffing that into my crease. Next, I'm going to be picking up the color Desert Sand, and I'm just going to be running that right underneath my brow bone as my brow bone highlight. I feel like this is a really great color for a brow bone highlight because I don't like to go too white and I don't like to go shimmery. So this is just like a really pretty bone color. Just to rub on top of my concealer there. I did my brows already off camera. And now I'm just dusting on a little bit more of that transition shade. For my crease color today, I'm going to be dipping into this color right here. I think it's called Saffron. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And I'm just going to be working that on the outer portion of my eye and into my crease. For my crease, I like to hold, and this is the brush that came in the Kylie palette. It's very similar to the MAC 217 brush. Just want to kind of hold it down right here and work it in there and blend that into the transition shade as seamlessly as possible. Also, an important step of the blending process is I always like to go back in with the transition color and the transition blending brush and just go over that to make sure you're really blended. Got a little bit too low, but it's okay. We'll clean that up with concealer next. So again, just doing the same thing to the other eye. I'm just like applying the product first. And then when there's not too much left on my brush, bringing that up and holding it downwards and just like blending that into my crease. Same thing, dipping back in with more product. Getting the majority off right here on the outer portion of my eye, and then taking what's left on the brush and blending that into my crease. Just like before, you want to switch back to the larger blending brush and go over that one last time. And then I basically just keep repeating this step of adding more product little by little until I get like the desired result. Now I'm going to be going back in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer before putting on my lid color. And I usually just use the one it came with, but to be extra precise, I'm just going to be putting it on this really tiny Monica Dar concealer brush. And this just makes it even more precise when I want to carve out my lid. Now I'm going back in with that flat brush, and I think I'm going to use that same Desert Sand color that I used for my lid, my brow bone, on my lid. And then just to make the line a little bit less harsh of where the beige and pink ends, I'm just going to be going back in with hardly any product on the pink brush and just softly diffusing that. Now I'm going back in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer so I could do the same thing on the other eye. This step is even more important on this eye because my lids are hooded, but this lid is has like 2 folds in it. It's like extra hooded, whereas this one is a little bit more open and awake. So I need to draw this like up even higher, like above both of the folds. I don't know if you can see it up really close. There's like 1 fold and then a second fold. So I just want to take this above both folds and above my natural crease just to open up my eyes and try to fix the symmetry a little bit so that they appear to be a little bit more symmetrical than they actually are. Next, with a pencil brush, I'm going to be dipping into this champagne or gold shade. It is called Neferetti, I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm just going to be popping that in the inner corners of my eye for an inner corner highlight. Next, I'm going to be going in with my NYC Liquid Liner. Actually, I forgot I have to clean up some of that eyeshadow that fell below. That side's okay. Okay. And then now for liner, first I start by drawing the wing. And next I'm going to be lining my eyelid. And then just connecting the two together and filling that in. Next I'm going to be applying some black mascara. I'm going to be putting mascara on the bottom, no eyeliner. And then for lashes today, I'm going to be using Lilly Lashes in the style J Makeup. Also, if you're new to putting on eyelashes, you just want to let the glue dry as much as possible first so it doesn't slide around when you place it on your eye. Now moving on to my face, I'm going to be using my favorite foundation, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. And to apply it, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. powder brush. I just love like the flat top, and it just gives like such a easy, quick application for foundation. I'm actually not sure why you would use a flat one like this for powder. For powder, I really like to use like a tapered one, because this one just goes underneath my eye so nicely, and I just use it on my whole face. But even if I wasn't using this brush, I would use something like fluffy, not flat, for powder, so whatever. This e.l.f. brush is great for foundation. Next I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Conceal Color Corrector, and I just use a little bit underneath my eye because I tend to get some dark blue lines that appear throughout the day. And for concealer, I just love this Graftobian concealer palette. I love that it has like 5 shades to play with, whether I want to be more of like skin color or more of like an orange for like almost color correcting further and blending this one out, and then like super light for highlighting. So I just love that I have all 5 shades readily available in this one palette. So I'm starting with like the darker color, and I'm going to be using the darker color like right underneath my eye. And then I'll switch over to the lighter color to carve out where I want to start my nose contour and my cheekbones. Then I'll just go back in with my foundation brush and make sure it's all smoothed in together. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the Huda bronzer. And I just bronze up my cheekbones along my jawline here, down my neck, and along my forehead right into my hairline. I'm going to be going in with my RCMA No Color powder and taking that underneath my eye. And also just setting the foundation on my forehead. While I let that sit there for a few minutes, I'm just going to be switching to a smaller eyeshadow brush and back with the Huda bronzer and contouring my nose. You just want to bring that right up into your eyeshadow. Also, while I just let that sit there, I'm going to be picking up a little bit of pink blush and just putting the tiniest bit on the apples of my cheek. Now I'm going to brush away all of this setting powder. By just leaving it on there for a couple minutes, it really helps keep your makeup perfect throughout the whole day. I never have time to touch up or reapply, so I just want, once I put it on there, to stay. And to highlight, I'm going to be using the Glow Kit. And I use this like small powder brush. And I'm going to be using the shade, of course I can't pronounce it again, Tourmaline. I'm gonna go with Tourmaline. And just highlight my cheekbones. And then with my finger and the lighter shade, which is Summer, just on the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose. Now that my face is done, I'm going back in with the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. And I'm just going to be running along my lower lash line the same shades that I used on my upper lid. So this here is Eden, which I use as the transition shade, just running that along my whole lower lash line. And then switching to a smaller brush and going in with that deeper pinkish color and just taking that on the outer portion. For lips today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Allison. And I feel like it's a little too pink or a little too dark for what I wanted. So I'm just going to be taking some of the shade Rezy from the Lipland Cosmetics collab with Amrezy and just putting a little bit of that in the center of my lips. And that completes this look for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Bye!